at a horse barn near where I live, which is where I came across Piper. She came to the place because she had developed arthritis in her back hocks, which made her quote-unquote unrideable. Her previous owner tried everything she could to get her fixed, but nothing seemed to be working. She had acupuncture done, she had therapy done, but nothing was working, and it was just painful for that extra weight. And so she went to the stable to see if the lady who owns the place, she's a horse trainer, and to see if she could help and fix Piper of this problem. Seeing this lady doing work with Piper and almost kind of feeling bad for her in a way, Piper she didn't seem happy, that's all. She needed to be a horse. She didn't get that opportunity to be a horse her entire life growing up with this problem. So when she wasn't able to be fixed, she left our stable and her old owner took her back, and I had fallen in love with Piper the minute I saw her, and so did my boyfriend Jason. We just always loved to go say hi to her and give her scratches, and she just loved it so much. And I remember the day she left, I said bye to Piper, and there was almost like a tear in my eye when she left, even though I'd only known this horse for a couple weeks at the time. And so we went on with our daily lives, and Piper drove off down the road. Never ever thought I would see her again, and I just wished her the best of luck with whatever path she was going to take. And next thing I know, a couple weeks later, I heard the owner talking about Piper and saying that she was looking for a new home because her old owner was moving to a different place and didn't really have the space for a horse, and so she wanted to find her a new place to live, otherwise she was going to be put down. But because she's unrideable, not a lot of people are going to want to take her in, because a lot of people tend to think that riding a horse is kind of the main purpose, which the way I work with horses is you can do so much more than just ride them. So I also volunteer at a nonprofit horse rescue and rehabilitation called Madison Grove Farm, where we also let kids with mental and physical disabilities come out and just have fun and get to play with the horses. Once I heard the news that Piper was going to be put down if she couldn't find a new home soon, I immediately went and talked to the gal who owns that place, Marla McNary, and asked her if we had space for her, because there was no way I wanted to see this poor horse get put down for something that's not even her fault, and she's only 8 years old. I just thought it would be such a shame for her to be put down at such a young age when she still has her whole life ahead of her. And so I wanted to do everything that we could, but unfortunately we just didn't have room at the time at the farm. So I was devastated, and my boyfriend was devastated because he wanted to take her in too so bad. And so we kind of just let it be and went with what was happening. And one day we were driving, my boyfriend and I, Jason, and we went to this place called The Grange. It's like a horse feed store, and they had this bulletin board outside where you post horses for sale or boarding or anything like that. And we found this place that was like 5 minutes from where we live, and it was boarding, and it was for a decent price. And Jason and I are both still in high school, and so we didn't think we could afford a horse at the time with the jobs that we're working, and it was a decent price, so we went to go check it out. And long story short, it was the perfect place, and we looked at each other and decided that we could take Piper in and foster her until we could find her the permanent home. Piper is crazy. She is a goofball. She has such a big personality. I have never seen a horse with such a personality before like she does. She is insane. She goes running and she plays with the other horses, and she's just such a happy horse now. I just saw this like wild spirit in her eyes that just needed to run and be free, and I cannot be more thankful that we found this place, and for my boyfriend for encouraging me, because I never ever thought that it would be possible for us to save her. So we took Piper in back in December, late December, right after Christmas, and it's April now. So we've had her for a few months, and the way that she's grown and just become more confident and happy is just amazing. So Piper will be leaving, going to her new home this weekend. She will be going to a place in Leavenworth, Washington, and she will be a therapy horse for children now, kind of as like a children's retreat. So just to think of where she was going to be and where she is going to be now because of this opportunity that we had is just amazing. And the fact that we were able to give her a second chance just fills my heart so much, and it makes me so happy to know that she's going to be forever loved for the rest of her life and just she's gonna get to be happy.